Hey, well, alright. All I wanna do is parlay all day and night. No trouble by the doggone thing. Just enjoy your life. I'm gonna kick my heels up, let my head down, turning my frown big upside down. Parlay. All I wanna do is parlay.
Hello, we're back again. Maybe I ought to stop saying we're back, because, don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years.
Leave it up to Taylor, okay?
We're here. So,
But anyway. Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, hello, guess what? You are now watching. What episode are we at?
see, I have it written right here. 44.
Oh, that's great. Okay, y'all know I have to practice on my Spanish. You know what I mean?
Oh,
I
yeah.
may be, cohabitating with a Spanish guy. You know what I mean?
He can't speak English.
Yes, but I love the Spanish. I mean, it just turns me on. Like French turns me on too.
French and Espanol. Yeah, I don't know.
But anyway, you're now watching episode 40.
Cuarto.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
44.
44. Episode 44 of The Way I See It.
Yes.
Yeah, The Way I See It. With,
Exactly.
Are we doing with? Come on.
Yes, with.
Come on. With.
Onyx. Yeah.
Sandra Joseph Taylor. Sandra Joseph Taylor.
Ooh. Yes. honey.
Okay. All right. So we'll get serious for a few minutes. Now, we really want to, our hearts go out to all of those affected by Hurricane Harvey here in the Houston area. We fared pretty good.
We
didn't
did.
get
It was
any
a lot.
water.
Did you get
anywhere.
any flood? Did you
No.
get flood in your
No
neighborhood?
flooding at all.
And that's a blessing. I know it
Yeah.
flooded so bad where I was, so bad, but
Did it come in the house?
No, I am
Did it
so
come in the
blessed,
house?
so
Okay. Thank you,
thankful.
Jesus. Right.
And I have to continue to just tell my children, when I say my children, that means my nieces and nephews and everybody that's in my
Right.
circle, because the kids come over all the time. So it's not like I gave birth to a lot of children, but I do. I have a lot of kids that come over and
Right.
stuff, and I love it.
Right.
But I continue to tell them how blessed they really have been.
Right.
Because it's so many like this disaster that we recently had with Hurricane Harvey. It's been so heartfelt. It's just really, really sad. And the great thing is we have been able to pull together.
Right.
Houston has been able to pull
Right.
together
Right.
and help each other, help our neighbors.
Right. And I do know some people at work that has lost people
Yeah.
in the flood.
Yeah. And I think, are they still doing a count on?
I think it's like 5 people that are still missing that I know of.
Yeah.
That they're not accounted for. The other people they found deceased, but at least they're accounted for.
And then also, can you imagine, even for the families that have, every time we have a storm, whether it be a thunderstorm
Right.
or whatever the case may be, they've gotten hit continuously.
Right.
Because I know the Meyerland area.
I know. I'll have to leave. I'm so sorry. No, I can't do this.
Yeah.
Because there's only so many times you can start over. That's a lot of money. And you just keep starting over and losing. No.
Well, where would you go?
I don't know.
Because inquiring minds want to know, what would Sandra Joseph Taylor do?
I don't know.
What would you actually do?
Well, I would, if it floods that many times, then yes, I'm gonna have to move around.
Yeah.
Now, I do know the lady that works with me, her house had never flooded, ever, and it flooded this time. I mean, that may be a once in a lifetime thing. Now, if it do it again, poof, I'll be looking for something else.
And that's the thing.
Because it's getting ridiculous now.
Yeah. And, I was talking to an individual, and we were talking about insurance. You guys know that I work for State Farm Insurance.
Yes, she does.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. See, how did she mess up my commercial?
No, yeah. And you gotta harmonize. You don't want me to say it? Okay, do it again.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is
There.
So
Okay.
you gonna always need me, boo boo.
I know. Always.
But but I was talking to someone and this young lady had told me that she had a friend and she didn't have State Farm insurance, but we were talking about just coverage and everything.
Right.
Where this young lady, Sandra Joseph Taylor, had been paying. She had been in her. She lived in an apartment, so she has
Right.
renter's insurance.
Right.
Okay? She had been paying for renter's insurance for 14 years. This
Yeah.
one particular
And
time
it
that
does
she did
not.
pay.
Well, they said I thought they
Annual.
said flood is not in with home without renter's insurance. That's what I was told.
Yes, no. That is correct, because your insurance basically covers. Well, it doesn't cover rising water, so
Okay.
that's when you have to turn a claim in to FEMA.
Right.
And that's the thing. It's our duty to make sure that we educate customers.
Right.
But your homeowner's insurance, your renter's insurance, yes, you are correct. It does not cover for rising water.
But what about
That's when
wind? No.
homeowners, you have your wind and hail
Okay.
damage.
Okay.
So, and that is part of being catastrophic.
Okay. All
Okay.
right. Okay.
So in that case, yes, if we had wind and hail,
Right. Okay.
But it's really, really sad because you had so many people that may not have had
Flood.
insurance.
No.
Yeah.
A lot.
You
of
don't have the
people,
flood
a lot of
insurance,
people.
and the thing is, anytime that we have a catastrophic warning, a disaster that's coming into place, well, basically, what happens in the insurance industry, the insurance industry will get notification saying that we have to cease all business. So, meaning that if someone calls and you know that there's a hurricane, tornado, whatever, it's a
Right.
major disaster warning that's coming.
It's
If
too
we-
late.
It's too late.
Huh.
And also, when we're binding coverage, let's just say someone calls and says, hey, I want to purchase renter's insurance, and I'm only speaking for State Farm, but there's a 30-day waiting period.
Huh. Okay.
So, in other words, like Hurricane Harvey
you
happened at
can't do
the
it
end of
2
August.
weeks prior.
Correct.
You
You
can't.
can't.
Okay.
No, you cannot, because
All right.
when you're writing insurance, unless it's a brand new property, but if you just happen to call FEMA or an insurance company and say, hey, I want to go ahead and get flood insurance,
Right.
if there's a 30-day waiting period. So anybody that actually wrote or wanted to get business
Right.
flood insurance,
Right.
they would have had to wait, and guess what? It would not have covered this last hurricane that we recently had, which was
Right.
Hurricane Harvey.
Of
So-
course, because we didn't know 30 days out that
Right.
was coming. So, yeah, you're right. You're supposed to get it
Yeah.
before. Okay, now, of course, a lot of the schools in this area had damage. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, there are school facilities that will not be open for the
Yeah.
whole school
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
That's how much damage they did. But we want to also, go hats off to the teachers.
And speaking of hats off, yours just kind of flew
It did.
out.
What
Just
the
a bit.
heck?
Cause
Okay,
look,
all right, I got
your head too big.
I
Cause
got
guess what? Y'all see Onyx had
And
big-
girl, I didn't know it. Wasn't even know now. All right, you got. Well, yeah.
Well, you know what? I do like your hair. I love it. Don't you? Yeah, you like her hair. I love that hair.
I got crazy hats.
Yes, I need to get more crazy hats. I think a lot of times I try to be.
Cause she trying to be
too
cute.
You know.
I don't care about being cute.
Yeah.
I like silly.
But it's
Right.
good to be silly. It's good to laugh.
It is.
You know, so it is. See, look how silly that hat just making her silly, y'all.
For real.
And look, I
Okay.
can't really pull out my head anyway because my hair didn't comb.
Oh, is that what it is? Well, I told you about that 1 minute weave. You don't be listening to me, but okay.
I know. I should have done that. I'm gonna take, your advice and actually do that. But it is what it is. We're here
Right.
today. We're blessed.
Thank you
You
so
know?
very much for tuning in.
Yes, I didn't actually, to be honest, because it takes me. Y'all know me, Onyx, because I'm just going. I have my challenges, and it's just so hard for me to get ready. I called my sister today, Sandra Joseph Taylor, and she was like, we were talking about just recapping on our show and everything, what we're gonna do bringing up different things.
Right.
And I'm like, well, you know, it takes me at least two hours and over to get dressed. I bet some of you guys are saying 2 freaking hours.
Not me.
But it really, really does. If y'all want me to be, or if I have to look halfway decent, it will at least take me 2 hours. No less than 2 hours. Other than that, you know, I mean, I can come as.
Girl, it take me 30 minutes.
What are you doing within 30 minutes?
Well, I mean, because all I do is find out what I'm putting on, I put my hair on, I put my face on, I'm out of there. I'm ready to go.
That's cray.
I'm ready to go.
Okay, well.
That's all it is. Okay, now of course we're at the segment Hats Off to You. We're gonna have hats off to teachers here in the Houston and surrounding areas. All right, you want to do one and I do one like that. You want to do that?
Oh, I love it.
Okay, all right, come on, let's rock and roll.
Well, I mean, since the first one
is my daughter.
Yes. So we'll do that show.
I will do it. My oldest daughter, Katrina Alexander, she's a PPCD from Morec Elementary, Alvin ISD.
Wow, okay. And we have another hats off. And this is actually, we are saluting our teachers because they have such...
Hats off.
Yes. They have a major responsibility when they're going to school. They're leaving, our children are leaving our household and they're going into the school district. And that's a lot of work because I know I couldn't be a teacher.
No, I could not either at all. Oh my God.
But we want to also give hats off to Katrina Alexander.
That's mine. I already said that.
I'm so sorry. I guess if I had read correctly. Well, you know what?
Well, see, that's why I did that. See, do like that.
Look,
now
I
go
don't
to
have
the
one
next
contact
one.
on.
Okay.
But anyway.
Oh, that's where you got the pen. Okay.
Yes.
So you know Katrina's been done. Yes. Come on.
Nina Haley. Hats off to you, Miss Nina Haley.
Oh, what she does?
Yes. She works in the front office at Bastion Elementary for HISD. So hats off to you, sweetheart. Yes.
Okay, the next one, Ashley Livingston.
Okay.
9th grade, special education, Turner High School in Pearland ISD.
I love it. Yes. Also, hats off to Lizzie Hernandez Rodriguez. And she is a teacher for pre-K, and she attends or she works at Wesley Academy.
Right, and then we also have Ashley Johnson, assistant principal, Blackshear Elementary, Klein ISD.
All right, yes, hats off to you, Ms. Johnson. We have another hats off to Kelly Brown DeBoe. She is a 5th grade teacher at Briargate Elementary, Fort Bend ISD. Hats off to you.
Hats off, hats off. All right, Jason Trahan, special education and in-class support. He's also assistant football coach and head wrestling coach at Langham Creek in Langham Creek in Side Fair.
All right.
Okay.
Hey, Jason.
I know we have Zena Garrett. She's a teacher at St. Mary's Catholic Church. We also have Lisa Simpson, Alvin ISD. She is the head of the special education department, Alvin ISD.
Yes.
And Loretta Landry, 3rd grade in HISD. Woo! The last person, Teresa Poe, technology at Baines Middle School and Fort Bend ISD.
Yes, hats
off to all of the staff and the teachers and the principals and everybody. Thank you so very much for all that you do, taking care of our children to make sure they get their educational needs.
Yes. Job well done coming into the new school year. And we want to just continue to even encourage our parents that are sending our children to school, because it should not be that responsibility on the teachers.
Exactly.
I know they have a major responsibility, but we
Right.
still need to do our part as parents to make sure that, their homework, sit down and have a discussion, because we don't take the time to sit down with our children, because why? We are working, trying to keep the roof over our head, paying bills and everything.
Right.
But I want to encourage all the parents that are responsible, if they have children in school, whether it's your own child, your nieces and nephews, grandkids, if you're living with your grandparents, whatever the case may be. But let's really, really get involved with our school system and the teachers. Let's keep the lines of communication open. We have to stop what we're doing. I know sometimes we're on our jobs and we don't have time, but let's stop and take the time just to check on our kids. And it's
Right.
very important that we do have to just tell the teachers, the faculty, thank you for what you do, even from the cafeteria.
Right,
When they're preparing
right.
foods, we want to say
Everybody.
thank
That
you
is
to
true.
everyone.
Thank you for everybody,
Yes.
because it does take a village.
It does.
It takes a village.
Yes.
So hats off to you.
Hats off.
Yeah, I'm not taking my hat off, but hats off.
Who you gonna take
Okay.
yours off?
Mm-mm-mm.
Yours
Well, I
off.
guess it, yeah, you know, I just got.
Well, I can't take mine off.
Yeah, please don't take yours off. I'm just kidding. Okay, now all of this is going into the main topic. The main topic is, and I touched on it before one of our earlier episodes, but going into detail this time, how to straighten out your child in
Uh-oh.
3 weeks. So if
You have a remedy for that?
I did it with 2 of my kids in the
You
world.
guys need to
Trust
listen
me.
up. Let's listen up.
Yes.
Let me see.
So what you do, and yeah, well I said in the early segments, this is school. All right, what you're gonna do, the first thing you need to do is go to the portal of the school district. Like here is Houston ISD, it's HISD. There's the website that you can go to, houstonisd.org, to sign up for the portal. What you're gonna do is you're gonna go to their website, you're gonna click on student and parent tab.
Okay.
That lets you know that you can go into that tab. Now, on the left-hand side, under the parents student connection area, you're gonna click register. Once you click register, you're gonna click that you are the parent. You're gonna complete all required information, and the student's information must match the same student information at the school. It has to match exactly for you to get the information on that student.
Okay.
After you register, this will allow you to monitor your students' class schedule, their assignments, each period, and their daily attendance. If their grades drop below a certain selected thing, if their grades go above it, like my youngest daughter, anything that she got under a 70, I got an email. When she brought it up over a 70, I got an email. I
Okay.
tracked her for everything because she lost her mind in the ninth grade. I had to get her. So
Yeah, they can
I mean, if they're gonna be
get
for real, if they in late of any school, any class, any specific class, if they're late or they're absent to that class, you get an email or now even a text. So I was on it. I
Well, what
watched
would you do,
her.
Well, let me ask, what would you do if you found out like one of your children had kind of missed class or skipped and you got it recorded, because they do actually call your, the phone and
They
say,
do
hey.
ask for.
So what would you do? in a case like
Now, first of all, I always give them the benefit of the doubt. So I'm gonna let you try to explain what happened, and if I don't like that explanation, there's gonna be heck to pay, and that's a good way to put it. So I'm just letting you know that.
Well, I mean, what would your consequences actually be like when you say that's going to be a price to pay? So what would you?
I snatch everything, because to me a cell phone is a luxury. You don't need
Yes.
it. Anything else, you going places, that's a luxury. I don't owe you nothing. I don't owe you food, really. I'll give you food, but I don't owe you food.
So are you saying it? Well, never mind, because
Girl.
some people may take it out of context. Because I was going to say, well, do you starve them?
No, I don't starve them. But you don't get to go nowhere
Yes.
at all for maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks. It depends on how I feel and how you act. Now, when I tell you 3 weeks, like my youngest daughter and my son, I did this on there. I told you in an earlier episode. What I did, since I have to watch you because you act like you don't have any sense, I did a spreadsheet in Excel.
Okay.
I put the teacher's name. I put what subject they taught.
Yes.
I put an area where the teacher had to sign and date it. And every Friday, every Friday, I want the teacher's signature and a grade and that date.
Okay.
Every Friday.
Yeah.
That lets me know if you get to do anything for that particular weekend, because I don't mind staying in the house watching Hallmark movies while you're in there doing homework. Because trust me, I'm going to the bookstore and you're going to be smarter than everybody in the class.
Yeah.
And I did that for my youngest daughter and my son. 3 weeks. 3 weeks. No more problems with them ever in school. Because you don't
because
want
it's
to
what, 3 to 4 weeks to change your habit.
To change a habit,
Mm-hmm.
yes. 3 weeks, seriously. Because she was like, oh my God, if I don't get this. Yep. You don't get to go to the movies. You don't get to talk on the phone with your friends. Because I've already took the phone.
Nothing.
Nothing. You're going to be in your room studying workbooks. And I will check the workbooks when you're finished. Yes. Will. And if you don't have it correctly, then that's just longer. You're going to have to be in that room. Okay. 3 weeks. Seriously.
So you
for both of them.
So you are kind of guaranteeing that as long as we stay involved, and I think it does have some truth to that, because I know as parents, I know we lack that again because we are so caught up in working and we don't have time to check on our children.
Right.
Or the school, because and a lot of times the teachers are thinking, well, you know what, your parent hasn't called or anything. So apparently they have a perception that we don't care.
Right, right. And let me tell you, with my son, he's older than my youngest daughter. Mm-hmm. So what I did to make sure I stayed on track mm-hmm. is I wrote myself a note on my calendar to make sure you continue to punish him. I had to write myself that, because I'll forget in a minute too. Like, let's go get a hamburger. No, I wrote myself a note too. He's on punishment. Do not forget.
So as far as punishments are concerned, like, what did you do with? I mean, how are they punished? Like,
well, that's what I said. I mean, you don't get to do anything that weekend. Listen, you can't talk on the phone. I mean, if you like video games, so sorry you won't be doing video games. Whatever you like is gone.
Listen, but would you have them to stay in a room, or could they, like, lounge around the house?
No, they're in the room. Okay. They're in the room doing work. Okay. Seriously.
Well, I think that's good, because even now, and my mother, we were just talking about that last week about punishment. I think that parents have been so lenient. Punishment is not like it used to be. Mm-hmm. Punishment is like, just like you said, okay, I'm going to take your video games away from you.
Right.
And
you're not lounging around the house and looking at TV and all that. Nope.
Yes, but nowadays, you have kids that they just can't leave the house. That's punishment. And I think that it should go back to when we were growing up.
Now, you don't have to stand in a corner or anything anymore, but you're going to be in the room and you are going to be doing some work, because I'm going to make sure you have some work for that weekend.
Would you have them to do chores also? Like,
no, I do my own chores. I don't do a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But work, I'll go get workbooks for their age and the grade ahead of them. Mm-hmm. And I got something for you. You're going to be a straight A dude by the time I finish. So, seriously, I did. Yeah. 2 of my kids, and my son, it was when he was in the 6th grade. He lost his level of mind when we moved to Pearland.
Oh, yes.
And in Winters, it's my youngest, when she was in the 9th grade. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, I got to do this again. I'm prepared. Come on, let's rock and roll.
And it's funny, because I was very creative. I recently took something out of my son. My son is now 23, I believe. 23. Uh-huh. And I was just pulling out things, because right now I'm in the process of helping them know how to set their goals and everything for school. Right. So everybody's an accountability partner. But I came across something to where when they were in middle school and just being obedient, not listening, not doing things in a timely manner, not cleaning the bathroom, not washing dishes or whatever. Right. And then I just got tired of it. And back then, my niece and nephew, they were living with me. But y'all, what I actually ended up doing is I created like this correctional letter.
From a correctional institute.
Yeah, so the street that the letter that it came was, we'll say like the street name was...
Jensen.
Okay, Jensen.
Right.
So it said Jensen Department of Corrections for Juveniles. And I came up with the mission statement. And I'm not going to read the whole thing.
Right.
What the mission statement was. The mission of the Jensen Department of Correction for Juvenile is to promote positive change and behavior in everyday home life. To remember rules and regulations at all times. To be able to comprehend and follow through with any given command. This is
And
like,
you sent that to your
Oh, yeah.
office and you showed them that. What
yeah,
did they
listen,
say?
I mean, listen, I even talked about the facility, you know, how many years it had been into existence. I also put for
you just
each,
did the most.
oh my gosh, the academic duties that would take place at the juvenile facility.
Right.
I even talked about for each of my niece and nephew and my son. Yeah, I even had listed what their offense was. I did.
So they was like, well, where did they
Oh,
get
they're
that from?
serious.
Did you ask them?
Let me tell
Did
you.
they ask that?
No, because you know, little kids are just. They was to the yeah. Look, I even had I named it like a.
She's
parole
scared
list.
straight. Scared straight.
Yeah,
That's
like
what it
a
is.
parole
Right.
list. So I
Right.
named my niece and my nephew and my son. So there was a parole list. They had their names on it. I gave the offense of what they did, how they were going to correct themselves. Oh, it was so funny. I had even gone to the extreme to where I had one of my guy friends. I would have the number programmed in my phone. And it said juvenile correctional facility. So every so often I would text my guy friend, okay, and then I would say, okay, you need to call. But every time when I say, okay, y'all don't believe me, I'm gonna show. Look who's calling. They're like, no. But it actually had on there the juvenile correctional facility, and they were so afraid. But you know what? It worked.
It works, yeah. Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have the younger kids anymore. I would try it, but y'all try it.
Y'all
You know,
hey,
it works
reach
for
out.
her,
Yes.
and the Excel sheet and everything worked for me.
So reach out to us. 'Cause,
Yeah.
you know, we got some stories to tell y'all. My son even yesterday, I was talking to him, and he was like, "Mama," he said, "I just can't believe, Mama, you did all this stuff when we were growing up." I said, "Yes," and we were tickled. But I said, Shannon, I said, "Do you honestly believe that? I mean, were you scared of Mama?" He said, "Mama, I'm scared of you now."
For real.
And they're not perfect.
You're right. You're
My
right.
son is nowhere near perfect.
Right.
But I can say, thank goodness that we have a great open lines of communication.
Right.
Of course, he's not going to tell me everything, and you know, but I still continue. We still continue to talk, and that's important. We need to continue. Continue to keep up with our children. What's going on in the world? Because for some reason, I don't know why kids think that they can bully
the parents.
Yeah, I don't know where they got that from.
Because I remember on
I don't know where they got that from.
Montel a long time ago, they had women or parents that said that their child was 13 and couldn't do anything with them. I
they're
could not.
beating up on them and
I could
beating
not
up the
understand
parent.
that concept. I can't understand that concept. I can't.
Well,
I could
Johnny
not
just
wrap
cussed at me
for
and he just
real.
slapped me.
I could not wrap my head around that concept. But okay, you know.
Yeah, that's crazy. You
Yeah.
know, my son, when he was younger, well, he played in the AAU basketball with his dad. And I remember, and I wasn't there that particular game, but my son said, "Mama, you're not going to believe what happened. This little boy slapped his mama."
Oh.
And then so he was with all of the other, his team, and they were all looking like, "Man, if that was my mama,
For real. He'd
they'd
be
be
limping.
Look, not
On the
only
floor,
that, they
scraping off
probably
the
be
floor.
planning my funeral."
For it. Yeah. Yeah.
But they
I
said that
didn't
the little
understand
boy,
that.
and the dad was out there. The dad didn't do anything. He slapped slapped his mama, and she kind of ran off and started crying.
What?
It wouldn't have went that way.
No, it
Y'all
sure
know it
wouldn't.
wouldn't have went that way.
I'm so sorry. It would have been on the news.
Yeah, that would have been
For real.
Yeah.
It would have. It would have definitely been on the
We
news.
just need to make sure we just take control, because we're the parent,
Right.
okay, and they're the children. But we have to make sure that we just take that, because a lot of parents,
Yeah.
they want to be the child's best friend.
No, I'm not your
You see?
friend. So sorry. I'm a parent. I'm not a friend.
Yeah.
No, absolutely not. All right. Now, this is, Sandra Joseph Taylor with Taylor Your Future, helping students find scholarships and grants to go to college. No excuses. Go to college. Now, you can get a copy of my book, The Scholarship Manual.
Whoop, whoop.
How to find money for college. You can contact me at 713-585-6840, or you can get it on Amazon.com. Just type in The Scholarship Manual, not A Scholarship Manual, The Scholarship Manual. My information will come up. You can get a book. I always have some on hand.
And
Okay.
also, and another way to contact Sandra Joseph Taylor, for that $1 million book, because it is very, very helpful.
It really is.
It's very resourceful.
It's headed toward the bestseller list already.
Yes. Wow,
Really.
that's amazing.
We're doing really, really well.
Yeah.
My
So-
salesperson is not playing up there.
That's awesome. So also make sure you email her at thewayIseeit@yahoo.com.
Right.
So
Right.
That's
okay.
awesome.
Now it's time for Onyx inspirational quote. All right, come
can
on.
you do that a little bit better than you?
No. Mm-mm.
You know what?
I know. I'm so fired. I get it.
But anyway, there's a Okay, never mind.
No.
That's okay. I'll do my look.
Okay. You know
I'll
what?
turn my own self off.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. But I used to have a T-shirt my mom bought me, and I have a twin sister, y'all, and we're fraternal. But we had a T-shirt, and I think I was probably about 10 years old, and the T-shirt said, "Beauty is only skin deep,
Right.
but ugly goes clear to the
To the bone. I remember
You
that.
remember
I remember
that?
that.
Yeah.
I remember that. I remember that.
And that's what I want to talk about, just my inspiration. Again, you have to see that beauty is only skin deep, but ugly goes clear to the bone. So, and I say that to say this, a lot of times we need to stop, look, and listen. Stop, look, and listen. Stop, look, and listen. But we actually need to stop, look, and listen. We need to step outside and look at ourselves.
Right.
Okay, and that's what I mean when I say stop, look, and listen. Stop what you're doing and be an outsider and look inward
Right.
within yourself. Are you treating people the way that you would want to be treated?
Right.
You know, when it says that
Definitely.
beauty is only skin deep. Because when you're ugly to someone, that is very deep. It goes clear to the bone.
Right. Right. That's true.
And it's so important that we need to make sure. A lot of things has happened, especially with this catastrophic flood that we had, this hurricane.
Right. Hurricane Harvey.
Right.
Right.
And this should have been a time for a lot of us to reflect on, what am I really doing everything in my power in my life for myself? You know, and we need to just continue to make sure that we are doing everything
Right.
that we need to do in our power.
Right.
And treat people as according as you would want to be treated. Don't have that ugly attitude, because that ugly attitude follows you. So I just want to encourage
Right.
everyone to
Right. Because
examine
everybody.
themselves.
Yeah, everybody is hurting right now. It's
Oh,
so
yeah.
many millions
Very
of
heartfelt.
people
Mhm.
that has lost everything.
Yeah.
You know, so whatever you can do, make sure you get into your community.
Yeah.
And if you don't, I know a lot of people like me. I don't have a lot of money, but I have a lot of time. I have more time than money, so I can help you do things around the neighborhood.
Yes.
You know, or help go to the food bank and help organize food to give out
Exactly.
food to people that are gonna need it.
Yeah.
You know, different things like that. You don't have to have money to help.
Right.
You know, money's not
We're going
everything.
to do our part. And speaking of doing our part, I just want to tell you, if no one has told you today that they love you, because I know it's nothing like Onyx telling you I love you, but I want to tell you that I love you with all my heart. We are so glad that you are a part of our family, the way I see it. And make sure that you like and share this video, all of our videos, like and share. But I just want to tell you that I love you with all my heart. Love is very, very important
Right.
in the world. We need to
I
learn
agree.
how to
love each other.
Love. So,
Yeah, you love.
That's it.
I get it. I get
yes.
it.
Make it a great week. Make it a great day.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Now,
Oh my God.
I'm kind of nasal, so we're gonna see how this is gonna go. All right, you ready?
Yes.
Any excuse will do, right?
Yes, exactly.
All right.
Here we go. Let's
All right,
go.
good. You've been watching our online TV. Don't forget the way I see it.
It's Onyx.
And Sandra Joseph Taylor. Until we meet again, you're worth it. Just work it. Until we meet again, you're worth it. Just work it.
Out. Thank you.
Hats off to you.
Bye-bye.